Welcome back to the Dizzy Skeleton. I'm DK, and today I'm going to be looking at the Wizkids Icons of the Realms Curse of Strahd line. This is the third or fourth box out of two sets. They released two in 2020, and then two more just here at the end of 2021. This box contains the Denizens of Barovia, some of the most important NPCs in the whole campaign, really. I'm not sure why they released it in the second set. Looking at the packaging here, I really like the fact that it's an open window, similar to what Pathfinder's been doing for years with their hero sets, their named player characters or NPCs, where they display each of the miniatures on the inside, and then on the outside they just give small pictures, illustrations of each of the miniatures that are included inside. I'm going to be taking a look at both that came out in 2021, so this is the Denizens of Barovia. The second will be a part 2, and that's going to be the Denizens of Castle Ravenloft. Let's go ahead and open it up and take a look inside. Alright, I'm going to keep the spoilers pretty light here as we go through and look at each of the miniatures. The first of the 7 is Gerolf Blinsky. He comes off as a toy maker in the Curse of Strahd campaign. Here he just kind of has a simple standing position, holding one of his many made toys. The next miniature up is Irina Kolyana. She's kind of taking on a fighting pose here. She has a major position in the story if you choose to follow the campaign as written. I really like her dynamic pose here. The fact that she's fighting shows that she's a fighter and is ready to take up arms, the defense, if necessary, within the campaign. Mark Kolyanovich is the next miniature in the line. Doesn't seem too worried about the events taking place in Barovia. It's easy to raise a glass here in his pose. Isaac Strasny is one of the characters in Barovia. He works as a bodyguard, and as you can see by the miniature here, one of the few denizens to be able to wield magic. He's also taking on a fighting stance, showing his willingness to get dirty in the campaign. Lady Wagner is an interesting character in the Curse of Strahd campaign. Here you can see she's made some kind of deal with an imp. In the land of Barovia there isn't many fiends, but here she seems to be a friend to one. Godfried Gwilliam, one of the many undead beings in the Curse of Strahd campaign. His story is interesting. Here's Vladimir Horngard, the last of the miniatures in the set. He too was a knight, however seemingly more reserved. One of Wizkids' best decisions regarding the Dungeons & Dragons miniature lines that they have, the Icons of the Realms, is to present each NPC that's important to that campaign in miniature form. They have done Curse of Strahd. Storm King's Thunder is coming out shortly. The newest of the adventures that came out, Wild Beyond the Witchlight, has its own set of miniatures coming out in January, which I'm going to take the time to review as well. It's nice that you can get exactly what you want for the campaign. You don't have to buy these random boxes hoping that you're going to get the miniatures that you need, or going to a third party and buying them individually, which is what I've been doing lately to make sure that I get exactly what I need for my campaign. Now you can just buy this set of miniatures. They're coming in around $40 for the set. You could probably shop around and get it a little bit cheaper, of course. But $40 for 7 miniatures that you know you're going to get for the campaign that you are playing in isn't too bad, all things considered. Like most Wizkids pre-painted miniatures, they do lack, that fine detail. But I mean, the Blinksy one here is fairly good. But I did notice, like the Isaac, his face is just, it's not the best. They're all right for the tabletop, and if you're using them mostly for combat, which is what I'm going to be using them for, some of these characters here are pretty important and do come up in combat. Some of the previous boxes they had, the last two, had miniatures or NPCs that weren't necessarily vital to the campaign in terms of battle. So I'm not sure if people are setting up kind of dioramas when they play with these, but I know that I mostly use them for combat. So I'm really only looking for the miniatures that are in combat for characters that are in combat. Anything is possible though. Players are wild in the game, so it's always interesting to see what comes up. But I really like this set. The Denizens of Castle Ravenloft is going to be the next set that I look at. That one also looks like it would be pretty relevant and necessary to the campaign if your players do decide to enter Castle Ravenloft. Fairly likely. I'm running a giveaway contest here until January 15th. At that point, I'll pick a winner. The winner is going to receive either the last book, Strixhaven, or the newest book called The Netherdeep. It's going to be the winner's choice. What you're going to need to do is take the link to my channel, post it up anywhere on any media site you have, take a screenshot, and then send it back to my Discord. All the details will be in the description below. Alright, and thanks for watching today. If you could go ahead and like and subscribe down below. If you want to watch my last book review, you can look at it here. My last miniature review right over here.